Story 1. Am I the asshole for refusing to lie about my job to impress my girlfriend's parents? I, 28 male, have been dating my girlfriend Sarah, 26, female for about a year, and things have been going great between us. However, recently Sarah asked me to do something that's made me very uncomfortable. We're planning to meet her parents for the first time next week, and she asked me to lie about my job. I'm a graphic designer and I love what I do. It's a fulfilling career that allows me to be creative and work on a variety of interesting projects. But Sarah thinks that her parents will look down on my job because it's not as high paying or prestigious as some other professions. Sarah comes from a family of professionals. Her father is a lawyer and her mother is a doctor. She's worried that they won't take me seriously or approve of our relationship if they know what I really do. So she asked me to tell them that I'm a lawyer. She even went as far as to coach me on some legal jargon and gave me a brief background story to go along with the lie I refused, because I don't want to start our relationship with her parents. Based on a lie, I told her that if they can't accept me for who I am, then it's better they know the truth now, rather than later. Sarah got really upset and said that I was being stubborn and unreasonable. She thinks that I'm making this a bigger deal than it needs to be, and that I'm not understanding how important her parents' approval is to her. She's been distant and cold since our argument, and it's making me question whether I'm in the wrong here. On one hand, I understand that she wants her parents to like me and support our relationship. But on the other hand, I feel like asking me to lie about something as fundamental as my job is crossing a line. It's not just a white lie. It's a significant part of who I am and what I do. So, am I the asshole for refusing to lie about my job to impress my girlfriend's parents? Edit 1. Reading. All these comments is making me second guess everything, and it sucks. She's still my girlfriend, and I still love her. But now I'm starting to wonder if she really loves me back. This whole situation is making me feel really confused. I didn't even think it was that big of a deal before hearing what everyone has to say. Earlier, my only concern was the lying now, after seeing around 500 people here saying things like, she doesn't respect me. She's embarrassed and ashamed of me. She's a serial liar. She's insane, a fraud, manipulative, and deceitful. It feels like it goes much deeper than it looks. I'm going to have a talk with her this evening. I still don't know how to approach this because she's already on edge, a bit hurt and distant, and I don't want to say something that will make this worse. Even after all this, I still love her. And unlike what everyone is saying here, I won't just dump her after a year of a relationship without trying to talk it out first. I'll update about that later. It's been a good year together, and I owe it to both of us to at least try to figure this out. Edit 2. For everyone wondering why I haven't met her parents, and it's been a year since we are together, and questioning why they didn't ask about me earlier. The thing is, Sarah is in low contact with her family, and they are not very close. They don't even know where she lives, just the city and the state. For those asking what she does, she has a job in marketing and makes half of what I make. Ironically, her parents don't have a problem with that, since they are more traditional and old school. They believe it's a man's duty to get a house, pay for children, etc. Let me add that Sarah doesn't share the same thinking. Her being LC with her family is one of the reasons she says they won't find out, and I should just lie to them. Story 2. Am I the asshole for refusing to lie to my niece about why she is not allowed to come skiing with me? I, female 29, have a brother, Hugo, male 31. When Hugo was 19, he got his then girlfriend Amy pregnant. They had their daughter, Ashley, now 11, and later got married and had a baby boy. 4. Over the years, I've become close to Ashley. When I'm home, I live abroad, I take her out to show shopping, horseback riding, etc. We also keep in contact via text. She's bright and thoughtful, just a pleasure to have around. Amy has never liked me, but has mostly put this aside for Ashley, me, and my BF are visiting my family for Christmas and then leaving to go skiing. We arranged for Ashley to come skiing and stay with us for New Year's. Amy wasn't keen on this idea, but relented because Ashley was excited to learn how to ski, as all her school friends do. I took my boyfriend's hire car to pick Ashley up from school on Friday, and she was excited because it's a sports car, and I let her friends sit in it and take pictures. At dinner, she asked if I would drive her to and chaperone her and her friends going ice skating on Tuesday in town. Hugo said I probably didn't want to look after a bunch of kids, and Amy had already planned to chaperone. Ashley ignored him and begged me to chaperone. I didn't really mind, but Amy looked annoyed, so I said I wouldn't want to mess with the established plan. Ashley kept pushing and said she didn't want Amy to come because Amy dressed badly and was never fun and embarrassed. Her Hugo told her to apologize, which she did, but she also kept insisting it was true. Amy got teary and Hugo kept telling Ashley she'd upset her mother, but this just made Ashley angrier and she dug her heels in. Because of this, she was told she was not allowed to go ice skating and is now not speaking to Amy. Yesterday, Amy and Hugo came to me and said they didn't want Ashley to come skiing anymore. Amy feels like Ashley needs to spend more time with her family, and Hugo is supporting her. They asked if I would tell Ashley that me and BF had changed our plans and wouldn't be going on the trip anymore. I asked why, and they said if they told Ashley the truth that she would blame Amy, and that would defeat the point of her trying to build a bridge with Ashley. I said I understand that, but I didn't feel right lying to Ashley, and if her parents had made the decision, they need to deal with the consequences, not push it onto me. Amy said, if I cared about Ashley, I would realize it's best for me to fall on my sword rather than alienate her further from her mother. I said no again, but Hugo said we should all take until Wednesday to think about it. Ashley is still being very standoffish to her mother, and I know if she finds out her mother canceled the ski trip, it will get worse. So now I'm wondering if I should go along with Amy's plan. I just want what's best for Ashley. Am I the asshole editing to add the background to Amy and Ashley's relationship? Commented this elsewhere. A lot of it comes from Amy trying very hard to be Ashley's friend. Amy was young when she had Ashley, and she was quite isolated caring for her while Hugo worked and went to uni. He was cut off by our parents at that time. She threw all her efforts into being a mom and being as close to Ashley as humanly possible. Ashley has explained to me that this has become very suffocating to her. She is trying to forge her own circle, and she feels like Amy insists on being part of it, while also refusing to engage with her on her level. The second part is that my parents pay for Ashley to attend a very prestigious private school. Hugo and Amy are nowhere near as affluent as the other families, and Ashley feels a bit left out. It's part of the reason I have chipped in for some of her extracurricular activities, but the fact is, she doesn't always feel like she fits in, which is hard for her. Her school is full of non-working Range Rover Char Birkin mothers who are either cool or absent, and Amy is neither. She's involved, but Ashley finds her stifling and doesn't want her involved in her social life. It's also my opinion that Ashley is trying to get some emotional space from her mother, only way she knows how, by making her not want to spend time with her. Amy doesn't respond to her requests, so I think she's just resorting to being mean to her, which obviously isn't okay. Edit 2, since this is being asked a lot. Ashley and I have talked since the dinner, and she knows I think she shouldn't have said what she said. We've talked about it. Even she said she shouldn't have said what she said. Did I go ham and tell her she's entitled and spoiled? Throw the kitchen sink at her? No, but she knows. I think she was wrong and she agreed.